And we are back with another episode of Mad About Sports. My name is Nicole Madison, and I am here with my dad and co-host,
David A. Madison.
Yeah?
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great. Nice day.
It has been nice.
About time.
I know. Once March came, it was popping. It's been nice since March came. You can't front.
I'm looking forward to a nice spring and looking forward to summer.
Me too. This is episode 41.
Number 41.
Do you have any 41s?
Yes, I do. I've got two.
Go for it.
Number 41, Brian Piccolo.
I don't know who that is.
Brian Piccolo was Gail. So you remember Brian's song?
Who? Brian's song?
Yes, the sad song.
Yeah.
Well, that was
you
about...
said the sad song, yeah. I remember.
Well, the sad movie.
Right.
Well, it was about Gail Sayers and Brian Piccolo.
Okay.
And Brian Piccolo was the individual who had cancer and died.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And his number was number 41.
Okay.
Went to Wake Forest with a friend of mine who passed away, God bless his soul, Ronald Smith.
Mm-hmm. Also went to Wake
Went
Forest?
to Wake Forest.
Gotcha.
And here's the mystery 41.
What?
That was my first number that I wore as a varsity football player at Scranton Tech.
Get out!
Number 41? Yes.
That's crazy.
And after 41, I went to 18.
So I was like given 18. In middle school, I think I was 23. Because you know, my birthday,
right.
not Mike. I mean, but Mike too.
Yes.
But then I think in high school, like, I was given that number. Because, yeah, I don't think...
When you were playing soccer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I picked it. I think it picked me. And I just went with it. I was like, whatever.
I'm not mad at
Because I
you.
wanted 23. I always want 23.
But I forgot about that, and I guess the only time you would see me wearing number 41, because at that time I was a sophomore in high school, and I just was dressing.
Right. You didn't play?
I didn't play.
Right.
So I wore number 41.
Just dressing.
And when I became a junior, I took number 18.
Okay.
So
it makes sense.
Yes.
I get it. I get it. Awesome. So you want to jump right into it?
Certainly.
Okay, so first we're going to start with basketball.
Some hoops?
Yes. And we're going to talk about the Sixers jerseys, the Liberty Bell. They just debuted March 14th.
I'm telling you. I thought that the Etch sketch of...
They look terrible.
The Etch sketch?
Yeah, Etch sketch, yes.
Of Boulder's Row was bad.
Yes. Oh, yeah, those are terrible. I hate those ones.
That's why I call it the Etch sketch.
Yeah, it does look like an Etch sketch.
And, but this Liberty Bell is uglier than sin.
It's terrible. I think the thing about it is, the part I don't like is the fact that they try and fit the numbers inside
the Liberty Bell.
A colored bell. Like if they maybe did an outline and then put the numbers in bolded, that would be cute. But they did a bolded Liberty Bell and they try and fit the numbers in and the numbers don't fit in them. So it looks weird. So say for example they did like an Etch-a-Sketch Liberty Bell and filled the numbers in. That would be better.
But the bell is solid blue.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It looks terrible.
Yeah. You know what it looks like?
It looks like a glob.
It looks like a junior varsity basketball.
It does. It looks... I don't know who was on the marketing design team for the Sixers. They need to be let go.
And I bet if you go down to this, like I said, I was going to call it the Spectrum, but it's called
the Wachovia Center?
Wachovia. It's not the
Is that what it is?
No, Wells Fargo.
Wells Fargo. It has so many different names.
We
went all the way back.
The Spectrum, then you did
it was the Wachovia Center, wasn't it?
Yes, and now it's Wells Fargo.
Okay.
I bet if you go to Wells Fargo into their sports place,
yeah,
you get your, I bet they're probably going to charge you about $70 for that jersey.
It's disgusting. I wouldn't pay $20 for that.
I wouldn't take it if
I
they
wouldn't
gave
pay
it.
Period. Yeah, you could keep that.
Yeah, they could give it away.
Yeah, it's just...
But the Sixers are playing good ball.
Basketball, yeah.
And Embiid came back?
He's back. He's limited, which makes sense. It makes sense.
Well, I think he needs to start playing himself into shape.
I hear what you're saying, but he was injured. So, like, they don't want to push him too hard.
Well, that's true, too, because we do not know... We know from his history that he doesn't take care of himself during his rehabilitations.
Exactly.
He usually comes back a little heavy,
Yeah.
and he was on the way to be in the MVP conversation.
Yeah, I think that he might not be in that conversation anymore because of that.
The injury?
Yeah, because he's out.
Well,
yeah. Unfortunately, I think that might hinder.
We'll see how he does in the last couple of months.
I was about to say there's still a good amount of basketball left, so
right.
He can change it. I just think they were talking about how that might hinder his chances. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And Simmons is still playing good defense.
Yeah.
Still in the conversation.
Doing what he's supposed to do.
Of Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Still haven't shot too many shots. But
still him.
But I think that they have enough shooters around.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have to worry about it now.
To worry about him being able to score. I would still love to see him average between 12 and 15 points a game.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Sometimes he only goes 5, 9.
He does what he needs to do for defense.
He's an outstanding.
That's what I'm saying.
He's 6'10", very agile.
Right.
And he knows the game.
But he does. His dad is a basketball player. He better know the game.
Well, that's one thing to say.
Like, let's be serious. 1,000%. If his dad knows the game, could you imagine you make it to the NBA and you don't know the game and your dad played basketball? That would be embarrassing.
Well, you can think about Michael Jordan's kids aren't that
None of them are playing basketball professionally.
That's what I'm saying.
But to make it to the NBA, right?
Right.
To play basketball there,
right.
You should know the game. And then on top of that, your dad played. You should have a good knowledge of the game. You, out of all the people, should know the game.
Again, I said, Michael, well, there's a lot.
But they're not there.
Okay.
If they were there, you would say they have a good knowledge of the game. They didn't get there. They can't talk about it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. That's all I was saying.
But
the Nets have a lot of injuries.
Yeah. That's surprising. But your boy's showing out though.
Kyrie
put up 40 last night.
No. He's not even my favorite basketball player.
Really?
No, I just like that we have the same birthday.
I like his game.
Oh, I do too. I'm not saying he's a bad basketball player. He's just not my favorite. My favorite might be like currently, because all time Mike, currently is probably like Steph Curry. Yeah. Steph, not Seth. Steph. The one who plays for Golden State.
Right.
Yeah. Russell Westbrook was my favorite for a good 9 years. Yeah.
How about the man with the time?
Dame. Yes.
Dame time.
Dame time.
Yeah.
Dame.
He can ball.
Dame is one of my favorites as well. Yeah, absolutely. So those are, Kyrie, I could put Kyrie up there too.
I like Kyrie's game.
Yeah.
He can ball.
He can.
Yeah,
he's got my birthday. He's got a birthday to be born.
But he's a little different. No, I'm going to say he's a little unique.
Good choice of words. But he's been carrying the team.
He has. Yes, thank goodness.
And it's funny because they like coined it off as like James Harden's team first when he first got there. Right. They're like, James Harden joins the Nets.
I don't think KD's coming back.
KD should have retired probably like 2 years ago. Honestly, I don't want to be rude or nothing, but he should have.
I think that Achilles tendon.
Yeah, that's tough. It's just like Derrick Rose. Like that's a tough. Like he should have been retired.
Derrick Rose, my God.
I know.
Wasn't he balling when he came through?
And then he got injured. Like the psychological aspect of coming back after an injury is like
limitations.
Your mind will limit you before your body does for real, because you're always nervous. You remember that it's PTSD.
I know very well because when I ruptured my quadricep, I could never run again.
But you thought that?
I thought I could run until I went about 50 yards.
And he was like, nah.
And my leg says, "Do you remember when you ruptured that quadricep?"
See what I'm saying? It's like PTSD.
Yeah, and that's 20 years ago.
That's exactly. Isn't that crazy? On my birthday, you were in the hospital.
Yes, okay. No.
I also quit basketball because of that too.
Okay, I can.
You're like enough. Let's talk about March Madness because though it was definitely madness.
Both men's
and women's was madness.
But I have to say,
what?
I still like the women's side.
I know women's is your favorite. You like watching the WNBA. You like watching women's basketball.
Let's look at the women.
Okay.
First of all, we're pulling for the hometown girl.
Arizona?
No.
Oh, Dawn. Yes,
Staley,
yeah. South Carolina, yes.
And I believe that they got ripped off.
They did.
They
should have won that game.
They should have won that game against Stanford.
Yeah.
And then Stanford got lucky against Arizona.
I
mean, I don't believe that those are 2 wins that Stanford won, and they're the national champions.
Yes.
That they shouldn't have won.
I was so upset when Arizona lost.
I was pulling for girl.
Me too.
Yeah.
They were like this. They kept describing them as the Cinderella team, and I was like, "Let's go!" Like,
I was really happy for them, and especially after South Carolina lost, I was pulling for Arizona.
Me too. Yeah, exactly.
And then, especially when Arizona beat up on Connecticut.
Right. I was watching that game. I come because UConn.
UConn.
We talked about that. We said UConn was going to make it, no doubt, and they didn't. When they lost to Arizona, I was like, "What?" I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, UConn's been in the Final Four forever, it seems, for the last 13 years.
Yeah, so that was a great upset.
Right.
I like seeing that.
Right. And Stanford, you know what I have to say about Stanford? They had to play majority of their games on the road.
Yeah.
Because of Northern California had this type of restriction.
You mentioned that. Yeah.
That they could not play any type of sports in Northern California.
Right.
So they travel over 7,500 miles during the season just to play their games.
So they deserve it.
Right,
I'm not going to take that from them.
No.
I just wish it would have been Arizona.
Right.
That would have been nice. Or Dawn's team. South Carolina would have been nice.
As soon as South Carolina
was out, yeah.
I was definitely pulling for Arizona.
But it's kind of good to know that, it wasn't UConn.
Right.
And Stanford had to go through all that stuff.
Stanford, it was usually Stanford, Baylor are usually in the Final Four, and Connecticut. Those are usually predictable teams. Those could sing Arizona.
Yeah.
Newcomer.
Men's basketball.
Another game.
Baylor upset Gonzaga.
Beat the donkey dunk out.
I was so happy.
Me too.
It's funny because I was talking to Nate, remember who gave us the Temple stuff?
Right.
He was like, Baylor's going to beat them. And I was like, but Gonzaga is like undefeated.
Well, first of all, I thought University of Southern California was going to beat Gonzaga.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that because they had a nice squad.
They did,
They had a nice squad. And when they whooped us, wait a minute, man, Gonzaga looked pretty serious. Then they went up against UCLA. UCLA should have beat them. This boy with the buzzer beat. He should have called off the bank, though.
Yeah. The bank board.
Yeah.
Go to the bank.
Yeah. He opened the bank at 9:30 at night. Hey, AT&T card.
ATM.
Sorry. You know how to do words.
I do know.
Okay. ATM.
Yes.
Yeah, he opened it up the bank. This kid was pretty talented.
Yeah.
My brother Guy was telling me that Alabama.
Which is interesting because they're not a bad. They're football.
Wanted him to be because he was a top recruit to be quarterback.
Oh, I was like Alabama's football, not basketball.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's all the big schools. He was like the top quarterback to be chosen. He's only a freshman.
That's crazy.
6'4". He's got skills.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think he made the right decision.
Playing basketball?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yes. Because Alabama, any of these programs, people don't realize that fact that these young men are playing on one-year scholarships. They can be replaced.
Absolutely.
And I know the boy down in Alabama will get rid of you in a moment.
That's facts.
You see what he did with the boy Jalen?
Right, yeah.
He had a bad half.
Right. You can sit down. That's how it should be, though. You have to collect yourself. Remember what this is. Sometimes sitting down is necessary, like Carson needed to sit down.
But college football, to lose your scholarship and all that.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That's a little too much.
Right.
Yeah.
They should have. If you sign with an individual school, you should be guaranteed at least 4 years of education.
Yes, even if you don't play.
If you don't.
Absolutely.
Right.
But they're not going
to talk. They didn't talk to me about that.
They don't want to do free education here, period. At least community colleges should be free.
Right.
But they don't want to do none of that.
Everything about the capitalism.
It's all about the money.
As your late grandfather, Roper E. Madison, it's an elite capitalistic society.
Absolutely.
But Baylor, man,
They killed it. They came through.
I was watching Baylor. They were some physically athletic, and they played a smart game of basketball.
They did.
And everybody wanted Gonzaga to win. I couldn't.
No, it was like an assumption because they were like 32-0. Like they didn't lose.
Right. But they claimed that Baylor was just. They had a 3-week that they didn't play any basketball at all because of the virus.
Right.
And they felt that last year, when they were going into the tournament, they were going to be number 1 seed.
Oh, but they didn't play.
The virus came around.
Right. That's true.
And took it away. But they are. That was a great game.
It was.
I enjoyed it.
I did too.
So.
Your sport is back. Baseball is back.
Yes, and
baseball is back.
Philadelphia Phillies. And I told you last week. They are, I think, 4-0.
Yeah. They haven't played too many games.
4 games.
Yeah, exactly. They're 4-0. That's why I was like, it hasn't been too many.
Oh, the Dodgers are 3-1.
I mean, we can't all be the Phillies.
Well, and nobody's going to go through the season perfect.
No, absolutely.
But as I said, I was watching their games. I watched the game. I've been watching more of the Dodgers because
they've been having the Dodgers aired everywhere.
Well, Major League Baseball Network. Mm-hmm. The first week of every season, they give you free.
Oh.
And then they give you a free week around All-Star break.
Oh, gotcha.
And then they give you a free week at the end of the season.
Gotcha. They should just make it free at this point.
Well, they want $425 for
Who was watching it, though?
Oh, there's a couple of friends I have that bought the Major League Baseball
Network? Okay.
For $425. I'm not paying.
For $425.
I don't like baseball that much.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. I don't know a lot of people that do.
I do.
I like baseball, but not that much.
I know a couple of friends of mine that buy the network.
Okay.
And they're Dodger fans. They want to
watch. That's probably why.
They want to watch the Dodgers.
Watch all the games. Yeah, that's true. I can understand that.
I don't like the Dodgers that much.
I
but the Dodgers are playing well. They're 3-1.
Yeah.
Phillies are 4-0.
4-0. Yep.
And I really feel that a plus is the Nationals has been stricken by the virus.
Right.
They haven't played any games at all.
Period. Yeah. There's a lot of teams that have been struck by the virus. They had to postpone a few games.
So they're going to have to play a couple of double hitters.
Right.
And
which will take them down. But they've changed the rule. Remember,
7 innings.
Exactly.
Jeez.
So that's important. 9 innings for 2 games back to back? No, absolutely not.
I have to.
That is really ridiculous.
I tend to disagree with you.
All right, we'll talk.
That's a damn right, Nixon.
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
But I think that's a little bit too much. But yeah.
One of the greatest games that Guy and Paul and I went to see in Pittsburgh was a twilight doubleheader.
That sounds ridiculous.
When the first game started at 6 o'clock.
See what I'm saying? You're there all night watching baseball.
We were there till about 1 o'clock.
See? No, absolutely.
Great time.
That's way too long. Way too much. I have to disagree. Aaron Rodgers is the host of Jeopardy.
Did an outstanding job.
Did he? I don't watch Jeopardy.
You should.
I know it is. I don't get none of the questions right. I don't like it. It's not fun for me.
Well, he did an outstanding job. The crazy thing about it was in the final Jeopardy, one of the contestants didn't know the answer. Mm-hmm. And he put in his answers, would you kick the field goal? That's a question. Aaron Rodgers says, that's a good question. But it's wrong. So,
see, I should have checked it out. Yeah. I can't get into it.
Rodgers could probably do both.
You think he could be the quarterback and do Jeopardy?
Right. They film it.
At the same time.
At the same time.
Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Where is Jeopardy filmed at?
California.
Okay, so you think he's going to get on a plane?
They film 3 or 4 episodes a day.
How would they do that? Like, during the practice. So
yeah.
Like on Mondays they're flying him out?
They can do Mondays.
He is the starting quarterback.
Right. They could fly him out on Mondays. Or you know what? He could retire.
He could retire.
Because they're really...
He could be do you think he's the best host of Jeopardy? Aren't they doing like interviews right now?
Right. So far I believe he's right up there.
You don't like the lady?
No, no. Katie Kirk.
Yeah.
Jennings did a good job, who was the most winningest Jeopardy player.
Yeah.
He did a fine job. And the executive producer did a fine job. It'll be a toss-up.
Right. But I can see Aaron doing it.
Right.
You want to move on to football? Not football. What is it called? Hockey.
Hockey. The Flyers here. Finally, the Flyers decided to win the game. They beat the Boston Bruins. They've been on a downward slide. They're going to have to start really playing some serious hockey.
They got to make up for it because they were doing trash for a long time.
To make the playoffs.
Exactly. Yeah. So they have to make up for losing.
Right.
For a long time, yeah. So hopefully they make it though. Hopefully they have a comeback. That's what
the way they have it divided up into regions, there's a possibility that they could do that.
Maybe, who knows? But they would have to not lose, you know?
Yeah,
they just finally made it. They just got to win back.
Yeah, after losing about, I want to say 5 out of 6
That's what
games.
I'm saying.
They haven't been doing very well.
No. But, they have time. They still have time.
Right. But time is running out.
Yes. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You want to do old school, new school?
Certainly.
Number 41?
Number 5, we did with
that was your old school, new school.
With Brian Piccolo. And it's a little sports history.
Go.
Lee Elder was the first black, this is golf, just to let people understand. Lee Elder was the first black to play in the Masters. I think it was in 1975, I believe.
It's fine, we don't know about them. Nicole doesn't know about them.
1975, he was the first black to play in
golf.
The Masters.
Period. Okay.
The Masters. And they didn't want him to play in the Masters in the first place. Georgia was still segregated and still had their craziness, and we'll talk about that later on, about their feelings about black folks playing golf in Atlanta, Georgia, Augusta, Georgia. But because the PGA said if you win a tournament, you're automatically invited to play.
Oh, and he won. So they had.
So he won a match, a golf tournament during the year.
Got it.
So it was automatically invited. So they gave him hell.
Okay.
Man, people called him all kinds of stuff. You're not going to be teeing off at. Watch your back. Yeah. They were threatening his life and all that.
Wow.
And this is prior cell phone days.
Yeah.
So he caught hell. But now they want him to be on the ceremonial teeing off starts the Masters tournament. Him and Jack Nicklaus and Lee Elder and Gary Player. And Gary Player was the first non-American
to play golf.
And guess where he was from?
Where?
South Africa.
Get out.
Yeah.
So they want all these people to tee off.
Yeah.
Where?
On Thursday for the start of the tournament.
Is that in Georgia still?
Augusta, Georgia.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I thought they weren't doing it in Georgia. Oh, that was baseball.
Baseball. Now thinking about baseball, I had to get back to that.
Right.
They decided to play the baseball All-Star game, Coors Field in Colorado.
Okay.
The Denver Rockies play.
That's nice. Denver is so nice.
Especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
So that's where they're going to be playing the All-Star game at.
Okay.
So.
But they want these people to tee off in Augusta.
Oh, this is a ceremonial.
Okay.
It's almost like a ceremonial. So to start the PGA Masters tournament, teeing off is Jack Nicklaus. Arnold Palmer used to be part. He passed away.
Right. So now they want this man. Okay.
They got Lee Elder.
Is this supposed to be a stance that they're doing?
Oh, at the first tee.
No, because it's in Georgia. A lot of people were boycotting Georgia.
Well, that's another question.
What is the question?
Should Lee Elder decide to boycott and not participate?
Damn right or nix it.
Right. That's what I want to go with.
Go for it. What is the damn right or nix it?
Now, the damn right, Lee Elder has been invited.
Yes.
He's 86 years old.
Right.
He's the first black to participate
in the
Masters, even though he didn't make the cut.
Right.
Should he boycott the ceremonial tee-off in protest of the circumstances that the state of Georgia is doing with the election, or should he participate? Now, you realize...
I'm going to say damn right, just boycott it. He's old. Like,
He's
just
86
off his
years old.
age. Like, he
I
already dealt with a lot. Like, why not boycott it?
you know, as I think about it, I would, I don't know if he's going to do it or not.
Right.
But if I would say damn right also, because of.
Because now you want to include me after all this time, after all I went through. Now you want me to.
And especially with the political situation.
Yeah.
You got Georgia that, you know.
Georgia's really weird.
And when he was going to participate, those folks, man, called him and threatened his
That's what I'm
life.
saying. Damn right. Boycott it.
Yes.
Don't even show up.
Right. But he's 86 years old.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Don't even risk it. Don't risk a heart attack. Don't risk anything.
Especially, but
he's probably chilling.
Yeah.
Like, don't risk it.
Well, right now they'll praise him, yeah.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to say, damn right, he should boycott.
I'm right with you. I'm going to say damn right also.
Okay, here's another one. March Madness played in a bubble setting. Do you feel like they should have did regional or bubble is it?
Well,
Damn right in a bubble? Nix it. Regional.
You know what? I'm going to say damn right, keep it in a bubble. Because the NCAA is so greedy.
Yeah.
And they are soaking cities that, when they had it regionally,
Yeah.
they would get like Philadelphia, Boston for the East,
Right.
and they would just kind of get more money. At least now, when it's under a bubble, it's limited to a certain environment.
Yeah. They're still probably getting money. Just
Oh, they're
not
gonna
as
get
much
paid.
money.
But they're not going to get a lot of money.
That's good. I'm going to agree with you with that one too. Damn right. Keep it in a bubble. I didn't even know the women's was in a bubble because they had an audience.
Yeah.
There were people there.
Well, yes. And thinking about people,
Yes.
the people in the state of Texas
Right.
should have their minds examined. We're still battling this COVID virus.
Yes.
Yesterday at their home opener,
Yes.
they had 40,000 people in the stands.
So they just had a regular game.
It's just like we're open.
So like I could sit next to you.
There were people sitting there.
So do you feel like damn right they should
You know,
shut it down?
They should shut it down.
You think there should be no fans?
I should believe that. I still believe that you should be any fans at this particular. I believe that we've come this far.
I'm gonna nix it.
With 40,000?
No, time out. I damn right there should not be 40,000. I'm nixing it. I think there should be fans. It should be limited. Because baseball is outside.
Okay.
But like 10,
Listen to
10,000. Not 40. Not a full house.
We got Citizen Bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many people were allowed at Citizen Bank?
How many?
8,800
Boom.
people.
Do something
That's
like that.
reasonable.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I mixed it to that. Yes. 40 is
40,000?
ridiculous. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
And staying within baseball, 7 innings for doubleheaders. Damn right or nix it.
Well, you know I'm going to nix it.
I'm damn righting it because it should be 7 innings all around. Period. 9 innings is a long time. If we're not going to put a time on baseball, at least make it 7 innings. There's not going to be a time limit.
You have to.
For a double header, you want 2 9-inning games played? One should be 5 and one should be 7, honestly. Let's keep it 1,000. That's really what it should be.
Baseball games are 9 innings.
I hear you. For a double header.
If you're playing 2 games, you've got to
Back to
play
back.
2 9-inning games.
No.
Double hitter or not.
No. Nix it.
One of
No.
my greatest all-time games I had with my brother Guy and Paul when they were very young was a twilight doubleheader at Three Rivers Stadium. There was like 60,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Game started at 6 o'clock. It was twilight.
They do have a nice stadium in
It was
Pittsburgh.
twilight. This is before that new one.
Oh, it's a nice stadium.
Twilight.
I heard you. 6 o'clock. You were there all night.
We were there
No,
till about
thank you.
1 o'clock.
No.
It was nice. I enjoyed it.
I don't. I'm with it. 7 innings, that's how it should be. Period. Yes.
Well, again, going against the tradition
You know.
of baseball.
I know. Some things were meant to change.
Everything must change.
Nothing stays the same.
Exactly.
Do you have anything else you want to add? Do you have anything else you want to add?
Very good.
No problem.
You were right on target.
I know. Do you have anything else you
No,
want to
I'm
add?
good. Just
Awesome.
that statement was good.
Yeah,
I like that.
it was.
Good ending.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good stuff.
All right, well, stay safe. You are fully vaccinated, so
Yes, I
that's
am.
awesome.
Yes. Be cool.
And peace.